Hey, what's up, y'all? How's it going? This is Mike Showtime. Um, let's just jump into things right now. Uh, I am a father of a daughter who is coming of age, so you know how hard that is, alright? Um, I blame movies, music, and internet for desensitizing our kids. I mean, do you remember back in the day when going to see an R-rated movie was a big deal? I mean, you'd be excited to see someone get slashed 3 or 4 times. Hell, you might even see a titty every 45 minutes or so. you know, you'd have to sneak into the R-rated movie. Can I buy a ticket to Saw 3? Uh, fucking I don't know, Shrek, and then you walk into Saw 2, and you'd have to sneak in there like a Russian spy evading capture. but yeah, I blame the internet desensitizing our kids. I mean, an R-rated movie is nothing to kids now. I mean, you know. For instance, we can watch Silence of the Lambs when Dr. Hannibal Lecter eats somebody's face off, and these kids nowadays will just go, huh, he'd be better off vegan. you know, I mean they're a little bit too soft nowadays, but that's needed here and there. Uh, it's just, you know, I remember what it was like whenever I was young, and it was and uh, I listened to rock and roll music, and I know what effect it had on my life, probably for the negative, and so that's why I'm like overprotective of my daughter, of the music she listens to, because I don't want it to affect her the way it did me. I mean, I'm like one of those Buckingham Palace's guard, guarding any kind of immoralness. I've sheltered my daughter very much. So, anyway, so she's been getting into these TikTok videos, and I walk by and I hear her dancing to one, smack that, all on the floor, smack that, give me some more, So I ignored it until the next day, whenever I heard her dancing to a TikTok saying, "My neck, my back, my put, and my what the fuck." I kicked open my daughter's door and said, "Babe, what is this music you listen to?" She could say, "Oh, Daddy, that's just a song I've been listening to. It's just music." I have to get down to her on one knee, look her square in the eye, say, "Babe, your daddy used to listen to the most horrible music there is, and look how fucked up I turned out." you know, and anyways, it's just that you know, it's all about good parenting. It's all about uh, you know, not so much teaching your children about what to do, but it's more about what not to do. I think of all the debaucherous shit I did when I was young. So, whenever my daughter comes at me, when she's 14 or so, and say, "Hey, Daddy, will you take me to the movies with little Bobby?" No, because you and little Bobby ain't going to be watching the movie. I know what they're doing. We've all been there. Hell, if I take them out when we get back, I want a 5 paragraph essay from them both so that I know about the movie, so I know they were watching it. Matter of fact, I will put them in 2 separate rooms, like, and interrogate them like, we're on the first 48. I don't give a fuck. You know, I'll have the flashlight under their eyes. So, what was the movie plot? Who was the starring role? Okay, what was the climax of the movie? If that little kid really wanted to be a smartass, he'd be like, "Well, sir, the climax was me 20 minutes before the movie even started." Fucked up. That is fucked up. But how can we get mad about our kids not living the '90s lifestyle that we did whenever we also want them to? You don't see kids playing outside. We're them old school parents that used to say, go outside, scrape your nudie, get dirty. I don't care. Go knock on someone's door and run off. I don't care. Go call your best friend gay for buying a pair of rollerblades. I don't care. No, don't do that. Don't do that. But Like I said, we're them old school parents. I had an old school dad. He didn't give a fuck what we heard when we were kids. He'd be stomping around the house. He lost his keys. Now, goddamn it, fucking shit! I know when you motherfuckers took my keys. Oh, here they are. And he just looks up at me and my brother with a thumbs up and crazy smile. So, did you see the game last night, little buddies? We're just petrified that he done yelled at us. And the game, that's when my father would really lose his shit for 60 minutes nonstop. No, goddamn it, offense, defense, I'm done. I'm done. He just absolutely. And by the way, get them fucking kids out of the room while we're watching the game. That is a real rule. No children are allowed in the room while we are watching the football game. Okay, we just can't contain our shit. All right. Now me, I can contain it. Well, I can't contain it, but I'm just quicker about it. I don't stomp around. For me, it's just a quick fuck, and then I'm over. I actually started in-game prayer. Bless me, Father, for I have sinned. But if we can just get an interception and a touchdown on this next possession, I promise I won't mess with those two dirty bitches down the street. I promise. Amen. Let's go, defense! No. I admit I pray for the wrong reasons, for my team playing every Saturday, or maybe I pray for gratitude, maybe I do good deeds for the wrong reason. I walk a little old lady down the street and open the door for her, and as soon as I'm done, I look up to the sky and say, Hey God, did you see that? Do you see that? I did good, right? Alright. So that one good deed I did back in 2011, you better not send me to hell, God. Anyways, I don't know. Maybe I pray for the right reasons. Forgiveness. Forgiveness is huge with me. Has been my whole life. But forgiveness. Oh my God, my deathbed guilt is going to be a motherfucker. I'm going to be laying there saying, Please, God, I don't want to die. I don't want to go to hell for all the fucked up shit that I said. And I finally die. Get up to heaven, meet God. Walk up to his desk. Jesus is his a little accounting person on the side. And, before I get a chance to put a word into God, he just looks at me like, Ugh, you disgust me. Get out of my face. That's when he pushes the button. I drop down to hell. No! No. I'm just kidding. I don't even go to church. I really don't. I use technology. I really do. Just every morning at 3 a.m. Just beep, 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 beep. The Lord giveth and the Lord shall receive. And I just wake up and stretch like, oh, that's what's up. That's what's up. And that's my church life. That's my church life. And, that's one of the pros of technology. It keeps us connected, there's probably shit that we don't even know about. I know what I wish my next invention would be is the time machine. Not that I want to go to the future, but I want to go to the past. I want to go about 2,000 years ago, get somebody from Bethlehem, bring them back to Times Square in the year 2020, and in an elevator style time machine, and just be ready to open the doors for them and be like, Are you ready? Are you ready? Alright, open the doors. Watch him walk around just like, He just dropped to his knees and declares Times Square the new god of light. I gotta pick him up by his shoulder and be like, Dude, get up. We invented this shit. Thank God. Hopefully he don't walk by a newsstand magazine with Caitlyn Jenner on it. He's like, Oh my God, what a beautiful, pretty woman. I gotta be like, Dude, okay, it's time to go back to Bethlehem for you. No, I'm just kidding. But one of the cons of technology is we're too dependent on it, We're too dependent on it. The electric grid, our whole society thrives on electricity working. I mean, what if it all crashes down one day? What if one day North America drops an EMP bomb on us? Y'all know what an EMP bomb is? It stands for an electromagnetic pulse bomb. And what it does is they drop the bomb over the country and it just fries every computer chip and every electronic within 1/4 of the country. Think about that, 1/4 of the country. Okay? Now, never mind all our computers and TVs shutting down and all our electronics, but what about people with electronic medical devices in their bodies, like pacemakers and all that. I mean, if those shut down, they'll just will they crash out and die? I mean, okay. Look at Stephen Hawking's. God rest his soul, Stephen Hawking's. But had he still been alive when that bomb would have been dropped, um, you probably wouldn't have been able to tell for the first 5 minutes because Mr. Hawkins was already unresponsive. I just picture y'all are in his lecture, and all of a sudden the lights go out. A girl in the back raises her hand. Mr. Hawkins, the electricity seems to went out. Do you have any candles? Mr. Hawkins? Steve? Oh, that's not fucked up. That's not fucked up. Let's hypothetically inject you into that situation. What do, huh? You immediately go outside and join the panic that's taking place in the streets, huh? Now, I bet you didn't even wheel him out of the fucking room. You just left him there. And I'm sorry, I don't want anybody to get offended. That's the problem. There's too many groups getting offended. There's too many double standards, okay? Not everybody gets a group. Have you ever heard of the Siamese Twins Singles Association of America? I haven't. And they probably got it the worst. I mean, can they work? Can they even date? Well, technically, if they're Siamese twins, they're not actually single. No, but on the real note, I think I could date a Siamese twin. I really could. If they were cool and everything. I would just have a couple of rules. No arguing amongst themselves. It would be weird. It'd freak me out too much. Like if they had two heads and they were arguing back and forth, I would be petrified. And especially if they're arguing about what to eat. I want chicken parmesan. Well, I want spaghetti. I just want to be like, would you two shut the fuck up? Don't y'all share the same stomach anyways? No, I'm just kidding. But, another group, another double standard is, take for instance, several years ago, that Women's March in California, where they all walked around dressed up as giant vaginas, walking around with their titties hanging out, and little kids were walking around amongst them seeing that. I mean, what the fuck? Double standard on that is, what if a bunch of little naked Jewish boys decided to protest their bar mitzvah, and they started marching the streets butt naked, dressed up as uncircumcised dicks, and what would happen is all those Jewish boys would get take off to a detention center. Meanwhile, every adult male who witnessed it now probably has to register as a sex offender for looking at them naked Jewish boys. It's fucked up. So many double standards. But I got double standards myself. I mean, I do. But one of my double standards is like hearing a real pretty girl fart. I relate that to a white guy saying the N-word. I'm just like, ugh, why'd you got to do that? Ugh, unnecessary. No, all jokes aside, I'm capable of loyalty and loving others. I really am. I'm capable of trusting anybody. Except for you freaky sex addicts. Y'all frighten me, okay? Everybody's got a list of do's and don'ts in bed. Here's a list of my don'ts. First off, no scratching. No scratching. It hurts and I don't like it. Plus, what if the downstairs neighbors hears us rumbling around having sex and shit, and then you're scratching the fuck out of me, and all he hears me is, ow! The next morning we're going to be having coffee downstairs. He's going to say, hey, Mike, I think you need to see a doctor for that shit down there. I don't need that. Second, don't ask me to call you dirty names in bed, and degrade you and talk to you like that. Am I your dirty whore, huh? Am I your dirty slut, huh? You like that shit, motherfucker? I just want to be like, stop it, lady, you're freaking me out. If I want to call you those names, I'll do it outside the bedroom, alright? And last, don't ask me to go down on you. I'll do it by myself. I'll do it on my own. I decide, not you. And I'm damn sure not doing it in the morning time. I'm just not fucking doing it. Y'all seen what it's like when you peel apart a grilled cheese sandwich? Ah! That's a bit too far. Alright. But, like I said, I'm capable of loving others in person. I really am. I just have trouble with the online rhetoric, people fighting, and even online dating. I've never done any online dating. But honestly, I think I could do that. FarmersOnly.com. I really could. You know, they seem like wholesome women, you know. And fuck it, I'll put a cowboy hat on and a piece of straw hanging out of my mouth for my profile picture. I don't give a fuck. Finally, I meet a little farmer girl on our first date. We're running around chasing roosters and baling hay and shit. And she's a strong, independent woman, milking cows and shit. I may fall in love, you know. And then finally, you know, we decide to consummate our relationship. And I tell her, look, babe, before we do this, I got a confession to make. I wasn't really raised as a farmer girl or farmer boy. And she's going to say, that's okay because, air quote, she had a confession to me. She lifted up her skirt and her dick fell out. And I said, ah! I ran home all the way home to my mama's house, curled up next to her in the fetal position. She patted my head and said, there, baby. That's what you get for lying to them poor farmer girls. I won't lie. I leave the bar at 2 a.m. Lonely as fuck. I still give it a call. Bring. Hey, Mike, I didn't think you was gonna call. Hey, bitch, can you keep a secret? I'm on my way over. Oh, I ain't going to hell. I told y'all earlier, I pray every Saturday right before my team plays. Alright, thank you. That's it. That's all I got. Make sure you follow me on Mike Showtime 918 on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and all that other bullshit. Alright.